Both the PPT, the DBT, and the CBT.
No discrepancies, I can assure you. And on that day, when they came, those who doubted us, we said, come along. We are challenging our integrity. Let us clear ourselves. For example, we had these answer sheets. Some of them are still here. I just brought examples.
Okay.
I think that man mentioned that somebody had 2 biology results.
Yeah.
Of course, I don't know the person he was talking about, but there's a case of somebody. Please look at it. This biology, he shaded biology here. And the last one, where he said he did chemistry, he shaded biology. So biology will come twice. In other words, you answered biology twice. You will get results of biology twice. Of course. And the third subject is physics. It's done. So there's nothing wrong with that. This is how you lay your bed. And you lay your bed like this, and you lie on it that way. Look at this case. Did not shade anything. This person will have English, but there will be no results in other 3 cases. Look at the back of the answer sheet. Instructions are there. Do it this way. Do it that way. Shade like this. Take a subject, shade it, then write it and shade it. But if you didn't shade anything, garbage in, garbage out.
Just, let's try and do some comparison now. You know that this 2013 exams, it seems that you introduced new ways of writing the exam. The computer-based test was introduced. Was it also the dual-based test? The gentleman who was here said that within JAMB quarters it's called the DBU-based test.
Don't mind
how true is that? Because he brought a newsletter which he said that they were given, and in there was the name DBU-based test, and was saying that that is not supposed to be.
A newsletter. Anybody can coin anything out. Because my name starts with D, and the dual-based test starts with D. Dual-based test. Go and look at our adverts. We advertise dual-based test. Okay. In any case, if they want to be funny, because this is coming up during my own time, they think, let us call it DBU-based test. And I said, no, it's not DBU. It's not me. That is the way it is.
Okay,
it is dual. Dual in that on the screen you see the questions, on the answer sheet you put your answer. But computer-based test is questions and answers on the screen.
His allegation was that for the computer-based test, that it seems the students who took the computer-based test did really well, unlike those who did the pencil-based test, saying that this was a ploy to make sure that more students in the coming year do the computer-based test.
That is very funny. The paper pencil test, we had people who scored 300 and above. But in the computer-based test, the highest score that we noticed so far, and in fact, when we finished, was 299. So what is
so nobody got up to 300. But what was the percentage of those who passed taking the computer-based test?
Well, I have the statistics here if you want it. For the dual-based test, excuse me, for the CBT, here is the statistics. I give you between 200 and 249, 34% of them made that. Between 250 and above, 3.48% made it. Whereas in the other case, in the PPT, no, that's PPT. That's PPT. That's PPT.
Can you see that?
Right. This is it. Then the other one, 20.
No, this is CBT.
That's CBT.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I brought 2 CBTs then.
This is the registration range.
Okay. Registration?
Not the...
No, it's the performance.
This is the performance?
This is performance.
Okay,
in a CBT. This is the performance. This is it. Range of score. Below 149. Yeah. Between 150 and 179. Between 180 and 199. Between 200 and 249. 250 and above. That's it. That's CBT. Whereas in the other one, we have over... It's not
the same one you had.
It's not the same. I'm sorry.
Okay, this is the wrong one. They're all CBT.
They are all CBT. Now, the other one, we have over 50% of them who scored 200 and above. Here we have only 39%.
Okay.
What is he saying?
But, when he talked about this press pass,
right,
which is a publication of JAMB,
yes,
which you're the registrar and the editor-in-chief of that publication, it means that whatever is reflected here is the opinion of JAMB?
Well,
or the policy of JAMB?
It's not necessarily the policy. This is a paper published to educate the people. It doesn't really mean that it is Dibu's business.
Yeah, but this was distributed alongside the forms.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Let
me see it.
You know what's important here, Prof, is that I like it when you say to educate the people.
Yeah.
And it truly is about education. That other part where it's written Dibu-based text would have been expunged because it passes a wrong education, a wrong knowledge to anyone who ordinarily would have thought that the right thing was a dual-based text.
Oh yes, the right thing is dual-based text, and I've said it. All the publications that we made in terms of posters, handbills and things, is dual-based text. In any case, if some people want to be to attribute certain things to me, and they name it Dibu-based text, what's wrong with that?
Well, they say, let me see if I could build up to this, because in your registrar's notes, you started, so at some point, you said in this examination as pioneers, candidates are at liberty to choose whether they want e-examination or the conventional paper pencil examination.
Yes.
And then it continues on page 4, and then if you flip to page 4, that's where that explanation then comes in, where you now talk about the PPT, the DBT, and the CBT. But before we come to this one, they also do say that, yes, while you talk about the range of options that exist, then they come to this cartoon and say, it says, you don't look concerned about when the results will be released. One candidate was telling the other. Then the other candidate responds and says, no, I took the new e-testing option, got my exam results immediately. In other words, what they interpret this to mean is that while you say in the registrar's note that they have other options, the reality is that the better option for them is this e-test. No. So if they don't take this e-test, they may have problems.
No. They normally have problems, whether they take PPT or DBT. But we are telling them the advantages of CBT. And it has been reflected in our outing this year. There was no case of a single malpractice. There was nothing like
in the CBT.
In the CBT. There was nothing like I don't have result in so. There was nothing like I don't have my result. In fact, I have anecdotes from candidates who took the examination and they came out with their ideas of what they saw. Let me give you a typical example. But I think what we want to talk about mostly is whether we have given them the right thing or not.
Okay.
Which is unfortunate. Let me give you this case. Look at somebody who said at ATBU, Bauchi, at the end of, when she was doing the examination, she called the invigilator and said, hey, sir, where are the questions originated from? And who are the answers submitted to? This is a person who has never used computer. And the name is Nafisat Ismail Injira in Bauchi, in our center. This is the beauty of CBT. You cannot see it all, except you have plenty of time. I can show you the many things said by these candidates. For your information, you can keep this.
All right, but
that is it.
Part of what was also
I was trying to tell them the advantages from experience, of what CBT. They can gain of CBT, which is electronic testing.
Okay. But part of what they also brought forward, some of the papers which we have here, which you will explain to us since you're here, is that in this slip of, maybe let me start with this one. There's one, Fashayiton Oluwashola Beatrice, who in the UTME subjects the candidate chose, they had English, biology, chemistry, and physics.
Yep.
And this is somebody who wants to study medical lab. Yeah.
What is the number, please? Possibly it's the same case I brought now.
The number here is 3546 4965 EA.
No, it's not this one.
Who shaded biology twice?
No, this is 352 684. So I don't think it's the same number.
Okay.
It's not the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, but this person has, while they in the slip, they had English, biology, chemistry, physics. But when the result was released, they had use of English, physics, and then they've got 2 biology results again in this one.
Very good. That's a typical case. Can you give me that one? I have a typical case of somebody who shaded biology twice. I just showed it to you. What do you say the number is? These three